Hello, I'm Chris. Alexis has a driving test coming up soon and wants to take a mock driving test to see how ready she is. I've never met Alexis before as she's come over from another driving school. So let's go and meet her. Thanks a lot for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, that's all right. So you've got your test coming up soon then?
Yes, on the 7th of June.
And how many lessons have you had?
I've had 10 hours. So
10 hours.
5. We did them in 2-hour blocks, so 5 lessons.
Do you feel test ready then?
I think so, yeah.
So you feel pretty confident?
Yeah. I think I'm just like a normal driver.
Well, should we go for a little warm-up drive so you get used to the car?
Yeah.
And then we'll start the mock test. Alexis hasn't had much driving experience, but she's confident and has a driving test coming up soon. So we went for a quick warm-up drive and then started the mock test. Tell me, how would you check your brake lights are working?
So you put the stuff on the brake after you turn on the car,
Mm-hmm.
and then like checking mirrors or windows, or ask someone to check if they're working.
Okay, thanks. Drive on when you're ready then, please. A good start to the test, getting a tell me question correct. A show me question will be asked later.
Is that on? Do I press it again?
Yeah, just press it to start.
Yes, that's done.
Stop. It's okay. Just go when it's safe. I had to use the foot brake as it wasn't safe to move off. Unfortunately, this is a dangerous fault. Mistakes can happen at the start of the test, as that's when you're most nervous. Hopefully, Alexis will start to relax. Good road position, ready for the car emerging out of the side road. Pull up on the left in a safe place, please. Good checks of the mirrors before signalling. Alexis was going to scrape the wheels on the curb. Away. She saw I was going to help and steered more. This is a serious fault. Thanks. I'd now like you to follow directions given by the sat-nav, please. Drive on when you're ready. The examiner will tell you when the independent driving's finished. Alexis raises the clutch too fast without enough gas, causing the car to stall. It didn't affect anyone, not worth a fault. But she did forget to check her mirrors properly and the blind spot. Alexis hasn't released the parking brake. This is a driving fault. At this junction, Alexis stares too long to the right and almost hits the curb.
After 300 yards, turn right, then take the third left.
Good road position.
Turn right, then take the third left.
Always check your mirrors before you signal to make sure it's safe. Alexis tries to move off in third gear, causing the car to stall. You're in third gear, okay? if you press the button to restart. All we can do now is wait for it to be safe to go. Just wait for a moment. I gave Alexis a little bit of help to get through the junction, and now she needs to take the next road on the left. She forgot to check her mirrors before signalling and took this turn too fast and too wide. If I hadn't pressed the foot brake, then this could have been much worse. This is a dangerous fault. Good road position. I like the way she's keeping her doors width away from these parked vehicles. Don't forget to check your interior mirror before you slow down to see how close following vehicles are. Really good judgment of the width of the car, but Alexis is driving too slow in third gear, causing the car to stall. You're in third, okay. As there's vehicles behind us, this is a serious fault. Good road position. Before moving back to the left, always check your mirrors first, especially looking out for cyclists.
The end of the road, turn left, then, at the end of the road, turn right.
Alexis forgets to check her mirrors before signalling. This is a driving
Turn
fault.
left, then, at the end of the road, turn right.
Alexis turns a bit wide on this turn. She's already got a serious fault for steering, so no more faults are recorded in this category. Alexis changes from first gear to first gear, resulting in a jolt. I'm really pleased that Alexis spotted a yellow box and stopped before it.
At the end of the road, turn right, then take the third right.
You would normally drive in the left-hand lane unless the road markings or signs tell you otherwise. There's an obstruction, you're overtaking, or turning right soon. We are turning right a bit further up the road, and it's quite congested, so this position is okay. Alexis didn't check the interior mirror before slowing down, and brakes a bit too hard.
Turn right, then take the third right.
Using the parking brake makes hill starts easier, but it's essential that you set the gas and find the biting point, or you'll roll back. Alexis has already got a serious fault for moving off under control, so no more faults are recorded in this category. Alexis is turning right ahead, and there are 2 lanes for turning right. Unless you're overtaking or turning right straight after turning right, then choose the one on the left. This helps traffic flow. Alexis already has a serious fault for road position, so no more faults are recorded in this category. If you persistently make the same driving fault, then it will eventually become a serious fault. Good checks of the mirrors before moving back to the left. Good position for turning right. And a nice turn. Good road position. Don't forget to stay aware of who might be overtaking or driving too close to you by checking your mirrors. Good mirror checks before driving around the parked vehicles.
After 300 yards, cross the roundabout and take the first exit.
Make sure you check your interior mirror before you slow down. Although I'm glad that she did slow down and choose second gear. Although she should have released the clutch to avoid coasting. Alexis judges the width of the car really well. And don't forget, apart from a 10-minute warm-up drive, she's never driven this car before.
Cross the roundabout and take the first exit. After 300 yards, cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
Now I'd like you to ignore the sat-nav just for a minute. Turn left at the roundabout, first exit please. So turn left, first exit. Yeah, the roundabout. Good checks of the mirrors before signalling.
Cross the
I just wanted to slow this next part down for you, as it's a common mistake when learning to drive a manual car. Alexis is trying to change the first gear too early, before she slowed down. It won't let her change to first, so she looks at it and then forces it in. Only now releasing the clutch. You'd normally slow down first and then change down to a gear that's right for the speed. For first gear, it's below 10 miles per hour. Yes, please. It should be nice and easy to change gear, and you should never have to force it. Before you move over to the right, check your mirrors first in case someone's overtaking you. Especially look out for motorcyclists. Before entering this car park, Alexis should have looked to the right. There might have been another driver, a pedestrian, or even a cyclist. This is a serious fault on observation. Let me just follow it round to the right again. Okay, the forward bay parking exercise. You can use the bays on the left or the right, so you end up within the lines, please. Make sure that no one is going past you before you turn into a bay. You must check your mirrors and have a quick check over your shoulder before turning.
How do I reverse?
Lift up this little collar and then go to the left and then forward. That's it. Have you finished? Okay, when it's safe, I'd like you to reverse out round to the right, please. Alexis could have reversed more, steered left a little, and then drove forward, straightened up and corrected it. But she said that she's finished and we're out of the bay, so this is a serious fault. Don't forget, you must check all around, including the rear window, before you reverse. Okay, we'll just drive forward towards the exit, please, where we came in. You can follow the sat-nav again now, please. Alexis judges the width of the car really well.
After 80 yards, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit. Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit.
Alexis waits for a good opportunity to go at the roundabout. When it's safe, can you show me how you demist the rear window, please? Thanks. I like the checks of the mirrors. It's important to make this a good habit so that you know who's around you. Pull up on the left in a safe place, please. Alexis remembered to check the interior mirror, but forgot to check the left-hand mirror for any cyclists. She's parked close to the curb and parallel with it. Drive on when you're ready. But if she'd stopped a bit earlier, or after the bend, then it would have made it safer for others to go around her. Good all-round checks, but is she prepared to go? Before driving around parked vehicles, check your mirrors first in case anyone's overtaking you. Especially look out for motorcyclists. I'm really pleased Alexis slowed down for this bus, but she chose second gear. First would have been better for the speed she was driving. She's already got a serious fault for gears, so no more faults are recorded in this category. If you keep making the same driving fault, then it will eventually become a serious fault. Checking your mirrors at the right time is really important, and it should be second nature by the time you take your driving test.
Cross the roundabout and take the first exit.
A good opportunity to go at the roundabout. If you persistently keep making the same driving fault, such as forgetting to check the interior mirror before slowing down, then it will become a serious fault. Alexis is doing well holding back, waiting for a safe chance to overtake. But don't get too close to them. Don't forget, they could fall off at any moment. Good opportunity to overtake. Alexis is driving at really good speed here, great conditions, good visibility, but we've just passed the 40 mph speed limit sign. Did she notice it?
After 300 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Alexis notices the motorcyclist and gives him time to move over. But we're still on a 40 mph speed limit road. Will she notice? Well, we have good conditions, a clear road. Alexis should be getting up to 40 mph now. This is a serious fault for appropriate speed. Driving too slow, which could frustrate drivers behind. And we're back to a 30 mph speed limit. Alexis has changed down to second gear, but is now holding down the clutch. This is called coasting. It gives you less control, and although the car is moving, it's not being driven by the engine. Instead, we're freewheeling, downhill. Alexis has to brake more, as there isn't any engine braking.
Yards, turn left, then turn right.
Only now releasing the clutch. If the directions given by the sat-nav are a little confusing,
That's the second one.
then the examiner will often help you out.
Turn left, then turn right.
A nice turn, and we've just gone onto a one-way road. Hopefully Alexis has seen the sign.
After 100 yards, turn right, then cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
She's noticed that it's a one-way road
Turn right,
and has taken a
then
really good position.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
Unfortunately, Alexis has pulled out at the wrong time and caused the driver behind to slow down. This would be a serious fault on
Cross the
observation,
roundabout and take
but she's
the
already
second
had a
exit.
serious fault on observation, so no more faults are recorded in this category. Alexis is following the road ahead at this roundabout and should be in the left-hand lane. This would be a serious fault on road positioning, but she got a serious fault for this earlier, so no more faults are recorded in this category. It's really important to keep in lane on the roundabout, as there might be someone next to you turning right.
I'd like you to pull up on the left, just behind that car, please. You can ignore the driveways for now. Try and get reasonably close to it, but leave enough room. That's a bit close to the curb there. Try and get reasonably close to the car, but leave enough room. You can stop there to get back out. Thanks. Drive on when you're ready, please.
Alexis was about to hit the curb, and I had to intervene to save the wheels.
Just steer more to the right, okay? Too close to the car.
Alexis moved off too quickly and steered too slowly. I'd help with the foot brake so that we didn't hit the car.
After 200 yards, bear right, then turn right.
The sat-nav says to bear right, and it's just a bend that she has to follow round.
Bear right, then turn right.
This is just a bend, okay.
Good road position. I'm pleased that she's not cutting a corner.
After 200 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Alexis turns with the clutch pressed down. This is coasting.
Pull up on the left in a safe place, please. Just here if you can.
Good checks of the mirrors. Time for a hill start.
Drive on when you're ready, please.
Alexis managed to move off on this big hill, but she should have checked her mirrors and blind spot just before moving off.
After 100 yards, turn right, then you have reached your destination. Turn right, then you have reached your destination.
Okay, I'll direct you from here.
Reached your destination.
I'm just going to follow the road round to the right.
Great control through here. It's really tight.
At the end of the road, turn right, please. At the end of the road, turn left, please.
Good checks of the mirrors before signalling. Driving a little bit too slow for second gear, but at least it didn't stall.
At the end of the road, turn left, please.
Great checks of the mirrors again before signalling. Hopefully she'll make this a habit from now on.
Pull up on the left in a safe place, please. Okay, you can switch off now. And that's the end of the test.
Unfortunately, Alexis wasn't successful today. But we've got to remember that at the time of filming, Alexis was still learning to drive, and this mock test was just a small part of that process. We had a chat after, and here are the highlights.
I know I definitely failed, but yeah, I just need to calm down. I just panic like too quickly. Basically, because the first few lessons I had, I was panicking like a lot.
Yeah.
The first like 4 hours maybe. So I'd stall like every time I panic. But like with that one, it's just a key, so I was like, okay, stop. And then, but this one's like so confused.
With the button.
I don't get it. I think I should have checked my mirrors more. I think when I reversed, when I was doing the parking, I don't think I looked.
No, you didn't.
Or when I looked, it was like really late. So, yeah.
What checks should you have done before you turned into the bay?
So I was supposed to check like who's behind me, who's that side.
Yeah.
I should have checked all around.
Yeah, and your right shoulder check as well before you turn right into the bay.
When Alexis did turn into the bay, she ended up on the line on the right.
You did have the option though. Any idea what you could have done to sort it out?
Could have like reversed and went around and like kind of went in properly.
Well, you could have reversed out and then sort of just readjusted and went back forward into the same one. Yeah, that's it. What about at the start of the test when you pulled away? Do you remember?
Oh yeah, the car came. I was kind of like figuring out how to move, and like when I first checked, the car was like quite a way behind, so I'd be fine.
Yeah.
But then when I figured it out, he was like really close.
We went on a one-way road earlier.
I'm really pleased you spotted the signs and you moved over to the right-hand side of the road. That was really good. But what about when you pulled out of that road? It was quite a big road, wasn't it? You pulled out in second gear and there was a car coming from the right and the left. And he definitely slowed that car down that was coming from the left. So that would have been a serious mistake there, yeah. So how are you feeling with your driving now and your test?
Well, I've booked more lessons. Just
that's
I
good.
Definitely knew I'd need more. So like, yeah, so I've got a couple more lessons the week of my test.
Yeah.
My test is on a Friday, so I've got lessons on like the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I should be okay.
Oh, that's good. Well, just practice those things we mentioned then.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you can do it. Just put in that work and you should be fine, yeah. Are you quite happy you've done the mock test today though?
Yeah, I'm very happy I did it. Because it's just so different driving another car and in a different area as well.
A big thanks to Alexis for taking part in this video. The good news is that Alexis learnt from her mistakes and passed the driving test with 6 faults. Congratulations. Thanks also to you for watching. For free driving test tips and help to improve your driving, have a look at our website. It won't cost you anything. If you found this video useful, then please give it a thumbs up like, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. A big thank you to everyone that's bought us virtual coffees. Good luck if you have your driving test coming up soon, and bye for now.